The Minister for Justice, Attorney General Dr. Dominic Ayeni has confirmed that his office has formally begun processes to secure the extradition of former Minister for Finance Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta and his former Chief of Staff Mr. Ernest Darko Akoli from the United States of America. Speaking at a media briefing on Wednesday at the Presidency, Dr. Ayeni disclosed that the extradition request follows investigations conducted by the Office of the Special Prosecutor (OSP) into alleged acts of corruption and corruption-related offences involving the former finance minister and his associates. Dr. Ayeni further revealed that his ministry received a formal request from the OSP earlier this year to commence extradition proceedings as the suspects are believed to be residing in the United States. He assured the public that his office is working closely with the OSP and relevant international partners to regularize the process and ensure that due process is strictly followed.
Formally transmitted the request for the extradition of former Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta and his chef de cabinet, Mr. Ernest Darko Akoli. You will recall that the Office of the Special Prosecutor investigated acts of corruption and corruption-related offenses by the former finance minister and his accomplices, and proceeded to file charges in the High Court of Justice against them. On November 19, 2025, that is this year, my office received a formal request from the Office of the Special Prosecutor to initiate extradition proceedings for Kenneth Ofori-Atta and Ernest Darko Akoli from the United States of America. Following a preliminary review, our International Cooperation Unit observed that certain aspects of the request required clarification and enhancements to align with the applicable legal and procedural requirements.
Attorney General disclosed that his office completed all required legal processes and transmitted the extradition request through diplomatic channels to the United States Department of Justice.
We communicated these observations to the Office of the Special Prosecutor via a letter dated 25th November 2025 and requested supplementary documentation to ensure completeness. On December 9th, 2025, the Office of the Special Prosecutor provided a requested additional documentation and addressed the observations that we raised, thereby finalizing the extradition request packages. Subsequently, on December 10, 2025, my office transmitted the complete request to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for onward transmission to the competent authorities in the United States of America. That is, in this case, the Department of Justice of the United States. At this point, it is left to the American authorities, especially the judicial authorities, to make a determination on whether a sufficient basis exists for the two accused persons to be extradited to Ghana to stand trial. And because the matters have already been filed, and because they have been filed by the Office of the Special Prosecutor, I am not permitted to go into the details of the charges. But the charge sheet is a public document and has been made available. And all of you, I'm sure, have access to it. There are 78 charges against Honorable Ken Ofori-Atta and his accomplices, and they border on causing financial loss to the state, using public office for private benefit, and so on and so forth. So you can look at the charge sheet and then make up your minds with respect to the charges. So I won't comment on them in today's press conference. Basically, what I want Ghanaians to know is that this government is committed to accountability. And the government has taken the requisite steps that are legally required for the Honorable Ken Ofori-Atta and Ernest Darko Akoli to be extradited to Ghana, to be brought to Ghana to face justice.